Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Big Coach Leonard Parker, and today we are doing a macaroni and cheese, the easiest and the cheesiest. And I got Chef Keyshawa Richard here that's going to be helping me. I'm going to be her assistant today as we cook this cheesy macaroni and cheese. And look, we've been boiling for a little while, so we got our noodles. They've been boiling. But first thing we're going to do, while they're boiling, we're going to go over these ingredients right quick. We're going to go over these ingredients. Chef, will let you take over.
All right, we have some butter here. We're gonna start off with, you can use salted or unsalted butter. We have Velveeta cheese, mozzarella cheese, some sharp cheddar cheese, salt, you can use sea salt or regular salt, pepper, evaporated milk, some half and half, and your spaghetti, pasta.
So 3 different cheeses, and we choice of salts, evaporated milk. We already opened this can up. We're gonna move this over here for our sauce, okay? And I guess we're gonna strain these. Strain these in noodles now.
Strain them.
All right. Want me to cut that fire off?
You can leave it on low. We're gonna come back and use it for to melt our cheese in just a second. And keep in mind that anyone who's interested in using different types of pasta, you don't have to use spaghetti. You do not have to use a certain brand of cheese or milk. You can use whole milk, 2% milk. I use half and half. Walmart brand of evaporated milk. It's up to you. It's your choice and preference. Now we're gonna just dump our spaghetti into, you can move that pan back for me, that pot. We're gonna just dump our spaghetti into our pan. Don't want to overflow my pan and have a little bit extra left. I'm gonna just take and stick it. You can give me that pot back. I'm just taking and stick it in here. We'll take it out of our way. There. Thank you. Then now we're going to go into move into doing our sauce. Have my fire still on low. We're going to start off by taking and putting our can of evaporated milk into our pot. Then we're going to go into our cheese. Thank you. Such a good helper, Coach.
Oh, girl, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I'm trying to pick up some tips.
You know your way around the kitchen. And we're going to just cut this cheese into some cubes. We go ahead and drop this 1 stick of butter. I'm just cutting it into some cubes. That's all so that we can put it in the pot. The reason for cutting it in the cubes is because it's going to be smaller pieces. And if it's smaller pieces, then guess what?
It's gonna melt easier.
It's going to melt easier. That's all.
Give me cubes of cheese, cubes of potatoes for the potato salad. Watch out, man.
That's right. Then after we get all of our ingredients into this pot, all 3 cheeses, then I'm going to also take and mix some into my pasta.
All right. So do a lot of people use the sea salt when they cook it?
Some people use and prefer to use sea salt because it has a different flavor, a more stronger flavor. Some love to be more on the healthier side than the regular salt. Just depends on your choice and preference.
Okay, what do we need to put this pot in?
I have it on a medium.
You got it on me? Because I had it on low. You put it back up?
I did.
All
I
right.
sure did. I'm gonna set this over here by my pan because I'm gonna mix some in that pasta in just a second. All right.
You say this half and half is good now?
That half and half is good. The reason that I like half and half or either whipping cream is because I like to have a creamy sauce.
Some people use whipping cream.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
A little salt and pepper. You can also use salt and pepper to your taste and liking. Some people may not want black pepper at all.
Paprika and all that good stuff, huh?
Just depends on your choice and preference. One may want a spicy queso macaroni and cheese. They can use a spicy cheese.
Yeah.
Some even add different seasonings to their macaroni and cheese. It depends on what you like. So this sauce is going to cook approximately for 15 minutes. We're going to just let it melt. This is just going to melt and cook into a sauce. Now I have it stirred up while this is on a medium fire. I'm going to watch it, but also while that's you can continue to stir. While that's going, I'm going to also take and put a little seasoning. Just a little, because we're going to taste it before we actually finalize and mix it on my pasta. And we're going to add some cheese as well.
So we adding cheese to the liquid mixture, and we also adding cheese to the noodles.
That is correct. This is the cheesiest.
I see why. That's a lot of cheese. So we got the mozzarella, we got the Velveeta, and we got the cheddar.
That's correct.
Could have went with queso, could have went with a spicy cheese.
Could have went with 2% low-fat cheese. It's your preference. This is how you want to cook your macaroni and cheese. But this is the easiest and the cheesiest. And when I put my cheese over my pasta, if I just kind of distribute it across the top of it, then that gives me enough. Notice that that's enough in the pan that I'm cooking. If it was a larger pan, I would put more or distribute it across the top of a larger pan. But this is the size pan we're cooking tonight, so that's what we're going to utilize and do. How's that sauce coming?
Yeah, you got a couple little lumps still, but you know,
it's coming along.
Some of the butter is still not melted, but you know, it's almost everything it has
melted just about.
Now, see, you got a little bit of that.
You good if you have a little, but we want the sauce to turn into a creamy sauce. So we want the cheese to melt, because we do have extra cheese over here.
Let you take over, Chef.
All right. Now you want to continue to stir this here, because you do not want your cheese to scorch or burn. So you want to be sure to be continuously stirring, or either have it on a medium to low fire so that it won't scorch if you walk away from it for a little while.
All right, Chef, it looks like we looking good here. Look like that sauce is almost complete.
Just about. Just about. You have also remember that you can use any type of pasta as well.
Okay. I think we're ready, Chef.
Yes, I think so. So now we have a few lumps of cheese in here, but it's going to melt. The cheese sauce is hot, and it will melt and distribute through there.
Especially when we're going to be putting it in the oven also.
That is correct. Now when putting your sauce and your pasta into the oven, I'm going to turn this off here. When putting this into the oven, you can be certain that when you put your pasta in there, know that the pasta has already cooked. And see, I'm just kind of pushing it down to the bottom because I'm going to stir this cheese sauce into this spaghetti and cheese.
You're putting a little bit in at a time.
That's correct. I want it to go on all sides. I have some extra cheese here. I'm just going to take and distribute throughout it. And when we put this in the oven, if you like a brown crust, you can let your cheese brown. You can also just let it continue to melt. It's your preference of what you like. I don't want to put too much because I don't want my oven to overflow, but I do want to have it mixed in good to where I have cheese consistency throughout the entire pan. I also want to have a little milk so that when I bake it, if you choose to bake it, it's not going to dry out. We don't want dried up pasta. I got a little extra milk here. I'm gonna just put back in here because I don't want to make a mess. Easy fix. Now before we stick it in the oven, I must taste sample and see if there's enough salt and pepper in here. And if not, then we'll just add a little extra.
Okay, I'm gonna help you with that, Chef. I can see it's real creamy. It's not sticking together or nothing.
I'm gonna add just a tad bit more.
It's
Just distribute right across the top, not a whole lot. And then just gonna kind of mix that in because I sprinkled it right on the top. Be careful not to make a mess. Big hunk of cheese there.
Good. Somebody gonna like that little piece.
Big hunk of cheese, huh?
Yeah. Now it's already cooked, and we finna go into the oven with it.
Correct.
And the oven is gonna just brown that top, correct?
Yes.
Just brown the top. Okay.
Thank you there.
So you're gonna go in there. How long you think? 5-10 minutes, Chef?
To brown the top, we're gonna
Now finished product out, Chef.
let me take this one. To brown it, you may want to leave it in the oven for about 15 minutes. Turn the oven on high and then watch it closely so that you do not burn anything. You don't want to burn it if you want to just brown it.
And while we getting these plates fixed up,
and lastly, I'm going to put on our plates, the easiest and the cheesiest macaroni and cheese. And when breaking these macaroni up, I kind of broke them up so they'll be easy to go onto the plate.
Oh man, that looks great. And we want to send a shout out to Miss D's Delight. Yeah, Miss D's Delight Catering restaurant on airline. She provided us with the pork chops and the green beans today and rice. So I told her what I was doing. She said, I'm gonna do a pork chop for you and a pork chop, rice and gravy and green beans. So shout out to Miss D's Catering on Airline Highway. If y'all get the chance, go check out. She'll be coming in a couple weeks to do a etouffee. All right?
All right.
We're gonna say a little quick grace here, Chef, and then we're gonna try this macaroni and cheese. Dear Lord, thank you for this food we're about to receive. Let it prosper for our bodies. Thank you for having our Chef Keyshawa come and spend a little time with us today and help us with the easiest and cheesiest macaroni and cheese. These blessings we ask. Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's give it a try. Let's see how we do. Let's see what we're working with this macaroni and cheese.
Let me see.
Oh, look at that. It's starting to thicken a little bit. Wee, that's cheesy. That is cheesy. And that whole process couldn't have took no more than about 15, 20 minutes after the noodles had.
Easy, and cheesy.
Yes, indeed. And I tell you what, I'm gonna get a piece of this pork chop while I'm at it. And
Miss D did pretty good.
yes, indeed, but this macaroni and cheese is something special. It's special. We have been getting some great sides lately. And baked beans, potato salad, now minced mac and cheese, and I know we got mustard greens coming up. But wow, got a little piece of cornbread on the side. I tell you what, and look, I'm telling you, this is the second time I done did this. When I'm doing a test taste, I keep my gloves on. You're supposed to take our gloves off.
Yeah, I'm sure they've taken off.
But that's okay. But guess what? That tell you how excited we are to eat this food.
Was
But
ready
look,
to eat.
let's take us a little break and let's go sign right quick because I want the camera person who's filming us, I want the camera person to come eat with us also because we got to pay for them too. So let's go sign before you walk out the door and then we'll come back and finish our meal.
Okay.
We're going to get Chef. It's any way you want. All right. I'm going to help you take your apron off and you can help me take